Hi everyone, so it's officially only a few days now until Christmas. I am so excited and Christmassy, and basically it's the time of year where I sit and watch a lot of Christmas films. Pretty much one every day, and then maybe a couple a day, and then on Christmas Day I usually watch about 3, and then we usually watch 2 on Christmas Eve. So I have a lot of Christmas films that I go through, which means I definitely have gained some favourites over the years. And I thought, wouldn't it be nice if I rounded off the year of
Our
video?
final Christmas video.
Our finest Christmas video.
Final, not finest.
Let's wrap it all up with a bow and go through my favourite Christmas films. There was going to be a top 5 list, but I had too many. I didn't mean to hit you. I was too excited. I had too many, so it's become a top 10 Sarah's must-watch Christmas films list.
Now, I did contribute to the list, but not very much, because...
No, okay, Ash's contribution is like, but you like this film? You went, yeah. So you can talk about the list, and I'll just talk
I was
about
slightly more enthusiastic about that. Christmas films, not really my thing, so I'm going to be holding the DVDs up. That's pretty much my job here.
I will give you one good mention. Ash will watch them with me if I ask him to. I don't ask you much. It's usually we watch one on Christmas Eve, and I'll usually put a couple on Christmas Day, but you're usually cooking. But you will sit and watch it, even if it's the same one every year. So I do appreciate that.
There's the thing. I do all the cooking on Christmas Day, so you get to watch as many as you like on Christmas Day.
So I'm going to go from, not worst to best, because I wouldn't say any of these are bad, but the least watched every year to the most watched every year. I think that's fair. So number 10 is kind of an honourable mention, because not everyone would necessarily consider this a Christmas film. I totally do. In fact, I was watching it right up until the point we turned the camera on, and it's currently paused on Netflix waiting for us to finish so I can finish it. And that is Rise of the Guardians. Now, the reason I say this is a Christmas film is because it's got Father Christmas in it and The Abominable Snowman, which are amazing.
Russian Santa.
Russian Santa who carves stuff out of ice.
It's definitely a Christmas movie.
I love it. It's got a great cast. The main guy is played by Chris Pine. It's got Jude Law. It's got loads of people in it. And I love I've forgotten his name, the guy that does Sandman. Oh, he's so cute. I love it. I think it's a great family film, and it's not too Christmassy, but it's just enough to make me feel extra festive, and I love it. Number 9 on my list is definitely a classic, and that is The Santa Claus. This is a film that stars Tim Allen.
Tim Allen, yeah.
Who basically kills Santa and becomes Santa, and then people try and arrest him because of being Santa, which I still think is a really weird thing. When you actually step out of Christmas films and look at the stories a bit more objectively, like, why would people... Oh wait, no, it's because he abducted a kid. I was going to say, why would people just chase down Santa at Christmas Eve?
Going on. It wasn't just because he was Santa, it was because of
all
the situation.
Custody battle that was going on.
Yeah.
Bad parenting, has to become Santa to become a good parent.
They made like 4 of those movies, didn't they?
Did they?
There's like 3 sequels or something.
There didn't need to be. I think they rounded the story off in 1. But The Santa Claus is another one of my Christmas favourites, and I've actually already watched that this year as well. So that's ticked off the list. This next one is one that Ash actually introduced me to 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
Yeah, 2-3 years ago now.
Maybe more, yeah.
Because it was been in our old place.
And I never thought this. In fact, no, I hadn't seen it before this point.
Yep.
And I was like, this isn't a Christmas film. And then there was a Christmas tree in it, so I was like, oh, okay, fair enough.
You can probably guess. It's Die Hard. It's a Christmas classic for so many people. And it's a really good movie, actually. I enjoy Die Hard a lot. It's set on Christmas Eve. Or is it Christmas Eve? I'm pretty sure it's Christmas Eve.
It's a Christmas party.
Yeah, so it's close enough. And there's so many Christmas references. And who's the guy that's in it?
Well, it's got Bruce Willis.
Yeah, he wasn't the one I was thinking of.
Are you thinking of... It's got Alan Rickman in.
That's the one, yeah. The cast in it is fantastic. Bruce Willis does a really great job, as ever. It's kind of one of those quintessential action movies. And also there's Alan Rickman playing the bad guy in it, and he does an amazing job. He does so well. It's a very well cast, very well, just well-produced movie. I really enjoy Die Hard. It's a bit of a cliche at this point to say it's your favourite Christmas movie, but it totally is. And the thing I like the most from it probably is John McClane's travel tip that he gets given. You know, when you get to a hotel room, you should take your shoes and socks off and you should scrunch your feet into the carpet. It makes you feel way better, and I do it literally every time we go to a hotel room.
Until you have to tread through glass because someone shot you with bullets. And also, why did Alan Rickman have a German accent in that film?
Because he was playing a German guy.
That just yeah.
Hans Gruber.
Hans Gruber. Anyway, moving on. So I forgot what number that was, but my next favourite is one that I was obsessed with as a child. I haven't actually watched it too much now, but I loved the film, and that is Gremlins. Now, again, not many people would think of it as a Christmas film. It's set around Christmas. Pretty sure he gets Gizmo as a pet, and then all on Christmas, and then they all go crazy because it's a bit like me. I consider myself a gremlin. You shouldn't feed me after, was it 12? And I shouldn't have too much water because I go a bit crazy.
It's a mistake.
It's a mistake. And I don't like direct sunlight. Oh no. So whenever Ash turns the light on, I'm always like, no light, because that's what they do. And they're so cute. I used to have a little Gizmo. My mum made me one. She stitched one all together with fabric and stuff. And he's like homemade. Gizmo is the cutest. Looks creepy now. Super cute. So that is another one of my Christmas favourites. As someone who works in retail, this next one always makes me chuckle. Also, because they've cast Arnold Schwarzenegger? Is that how you say his name?
Kinda, yeah.
You say it.
I think it would be Schwarzenegger if you were actually German.
Is he German?
He's Austrian.
So Schwarzenegger.
But most people would say Arnold Schwarzenegger.
But what would you say in German?
Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenegger.
I believe Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Schwarzenegger, who basically is a dad, and he has to get his kid the best toy at Christmas, which is Turbo Man. And again, he's a terrible dad, and the only way he can win his child's love is through a toy. And it turns out by him becoming the toy, he is Turbo Man, therefore the best dad. Also, it's got Jake Lloyd in it, who plays young Anakin, is the kid. And I only know this because I watched this film literally basically I've been watching Christmas films on my lunch breaks. This is the one that I've just finished. And I was like, forgot about you. Thought you only were in Star Wars. But no, you were in another mediocre film. So I love that film. Also, if there's one lesson to learn, buy the best-selling toy for Christmas before Christmas Eve.
Like at September, probably.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you know what it's going to be, just buy it. Return it next month if it's not right or things change, but just buy it and make sure you've got one if it's that important.
Otherwise you have to fight someone and it gets crazy.
Whole convoluted mess.
Mm-hmm. So we are now down to the top 5, which are my top 5 favourites, and rounding off at number 5 is The Muppets Christmas Carol. The songs in this film are amazing. You don't like this film. I love this film.
I don't not like this film. I like The Muppets a lot. It's too Christmassy for me. Like, Christmas films has never been my thing. It's just a bit much. Love The Muppets. They did a really good job with the movie. It's funny. I just don't want to watch it every year.
It's got Michael Caine in it though. And it's got all my favourites. And I really like the song at the beginning. And I like I just like all the songs. And it's got, I just got everyone. And it's got Sam Eagle, who is another one of my favourite Muppets characters, in a very Sam Eagle role. And it's just, I love it so much. It's such a good Christmas film. Who narrates it? It's,
I couldn't tell you, I'm afraid.
It's the one with, I could tell you, it's the rat, Rizzo, and Gonzo. Rizzo and Gonzo narrate it, and it's very self-aware, which I really like. It's just so good. And I was actually in the Disney store the other day and they were playing the songs from it, and I was like, oh my god. It was actually when we were in Bluewater. I think I was like, this is a Muppet song. Okay, the final 4 I actually have DVDs for, so we can hold those up. So you've got a visual representation of the awesomeness. And, well, kind of. Number 4, I have the first one, but I actually prefer the second one, and that is Home Alone. And I watched the original Home Alone last week, and God, Kevin McAllister is really annoying. He's such a brat. Like, as a kid, I was like, I can relate to you, Kevin. Families suck. And as an adult, I'm like, shut up. Like, you are so ungrateful. Like, your parents are really stressed. It's the middle of the Christmas time. You're about to leave for Paris. They've got to sort that out. They've got their annoying, like, brother-in-law there who just who just sponges off them for money, and you're being annoying about not wanting to sleep in the bed that there is, and you're being rude, and they're trying to get pizza sorted, and you need to stop being a brat and just deal with it, and you would have maybe gone to Paris and you wouldn't have been robbed. So Kevin, sort your life out. But in the second one, when he goes to New York, it's so good. There's the toy shop, and there's all the really good Christmas songs, and there's New York at Christmas. And I think better traps in the second one. So Home Alone 2 is my favourite of those, not Home Alone 1. And then they do the third one, that gets really weird. So Home Alone 2 is my number 4 on the list. Number 3, which actually is going to be my Christmas Eve film this year. I've decided that I'm breaking tradition for Christmas Eve.
Wow.
Yeah, for like at least 10, since the film came out, number 2, or was it number 1's always been my Christmas Eve film. But this year, I really want to watch The Grinch That Stole Christmas. Like, I forgot how good Jim Carrey was in this, and I'll tell you what made me think of this the other day, is GIFs.
He's got a very gifable face.
He has so many GIFs. And it was the one where he goes, hate, loathe entirely. You know that
yes.
I was like, I forgot how funny this film was. And he was like, I have nothing to wear. So I just think that would be a really fun Christmas Eve film. Not so much a fan of Taylor Momsen, but Jim Carrey. I used to really love Jim Carrey, and I really like him in that role. So I'm excited to watch that one on Christmas Eve. I really want to watch it now, but I'm saving myself.
I actually think Taylor Momsen is better now that she has a band. And has a really cool band that make really cool music.
And has not got buck teeth. I relate to the Who's with my buck teeth, because I have really fun fact. Okay, my number 2 favourite Christmas film of all time is another classic that is pretty much on everyone's list. It's Elf. I remember I was in Florida when this came out in the cinema, and I was like, that sounds like a really weird film. Who would want to watch... I love Will Ferrell, by the way. Who would want to watch him in a Christmas film where he's an adult pretending to be an elf? And then I watched it and I was like, this film is amazing. Because I like that really stupid humour. And I love films that you can quote all the time, which I find Will Ferrell films are. They're all just quotes for me. Which
is why I hate Will Ferrell films and do not get on well with this one.
It's been
over-quoted. Everyone constantly quoting bits from the movie. It's too much, and I just don't really like Will Ferrell that much. I find him funny in small doses, not in large doses, like watch Will Ferrell for 1 hour, 20 minutes, and it's a bit much for me, I'm afraid.
I love that film.
I do think they did a really good job with the movie, though, and I think that it is very, very funny if you don't hate Will Ferrell.
There's one bit I really like to quote, and you quote with me sometimes, and I'm like...
Sometimes.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Bye, Mr. Narwhal.
I love Mr. Narwhal. That's my favourite bit from that film.
Isn't this the film that also taught you that narwhals were real? Because you were like, it's a narwhal, and they're so magical. And I was like, no, they're a real thing that live in the ocean. And you were like, what?
The unicorns of the sea?
Narwhals are real.
Yeah, have I ever seen a narwhal?
I wouldn't have thought so. That would be a very uncommon thing for you to see.
Do they have them at SeaWorld?
I thought they did at one point, but I can't remember.
I would like to see one at some point. Just to see if it looks like a unicorn of the sea.
Yeah.
So my final favourite Christmas film, which is the one I always used to watch every Christmas Eve, but I think that's going to go to a Christmas morning while we're having our champagne breakfast and opening our presents.
You're totally watching this on Christmas Eve. It's going to get to like 11 o'clock. You're going to be too excited to sleep, and you're going to be like... Oh, but I want to watch the Polar Express.
Oh, right. A lot of people hate the Polar Express. I know this is a big, like, Marmite film. I love this film. I have to be drinking hot chocolate whilst we're watching it so I can sing the hot chocolate song. I really like that Tom Hanks plays pretty much most of the characters in this film. And I love it. And I don't know why it gets so much hate. I know a lot of people find it boring.
I think a lot of people couldn't get over the style of the movie. And I think that's for a lot of people what kind of put them off is the animation is really, really cool and it's really stylized, but it is a little uncanny sometimes. And it kind of, I can see why that would make some people kind of want to go, I don't really want to sit through this. And where it's quite a small cast, like only focused really on like some of the kids, I can see how people wouldn't like it, but it is a very well done movie.
So now you may be wondering, and I get this question a lot when it comes to talking about Christmas films especially, There's no romantic comedies on your list. Where's Love Actually? Where's The Holiday? Where's...
Oh God, that noise was gross. Right in my ear.
I hate romantic comedies. They are my least favourite genre of film ever. I'm the most unromantic. I just hate them. The whole time through the film, I'm either going, really? I just can't handle them. I just can't. It's just too much cringe for one person to handle. I just can't deal with romantic comedies. So I appreciate from most people's list that Love Actually and The Holiday is probably on it, but they are like scored entirely off mine. Give me a children's fantasy Christmas film any day, and you can take your romantic comedies and shove them up the chimney.
Funnily enough, I don't actually hate Love Actually.
I hate Love Actually. I hate it so much.
I don't mind it. I think it's fine.
Oh, everyone's going to give me so much hate for hating Love Actually. And also, I work in one of those retail shops where we, at Christmas time, package everything really nicely. And everyone's like, have you seen that film, that scene from Love Actually where he packages it really funny? It's like this. I'm like, do you want gift wrapping or not? Because I would happily not do this.
It has spawned like an awful joke.
Yeah,
for,
have you seen
it's
that?
the new, it didn't scan, it's free.
Have you seen that scene in Love Actually? This is what you get back.
See, I don't actually hate it. I think it's fine.
And that's why you didn't help with this list.
Pretty much.
So, I would say let me know what your favourite ones are, but if it's a romantic comedy, I don't want to know.
No, you can tell us, and you can definitely say why you like them, because other people read the comments too, and they might want to read your sort of thoughts and inputs. So definitely leave them below. We'll check them out, and I'll probably do like a little Google of them and see if I'm like, yeah, maybe that is a good one that Sarah might like actually to watch. I
like some more obscure ones as well. Like I like Holidays in Handcuffs with Mr. Joan Hart and Mario Lopez. It's an ABC original, and Scrooged. But these are my favourites for Christmas, and I just wanted to share them because I feel knowledge is power. And if you know all the really good Christmas films, then you can enjoy your Christmas just as much as I will. So thank you for watching. This will be the last time we're filming in front of the Christmas tree.
Yep. It'll probably get featured in a weekend vlog when we're taking it down.
And also, I'm one of those people that take the Christmas tree down on like Boxing Day. I'm like, I'm done now. So
yeah, Christmas fades for you really quickly. Yeah. You're like just so over it. You're like, no, I'm done. I'm done for an entire year.
Got my little elephant and my little silver. Bye, Mr. Christmas Tree.
So have a lovely Christmas and happy holidays to every one of the people that watch this.
And we will see you all next time. Will it still be 2016?
It will still be 2016 in the next video. Barely though.
Barely.
Have
a good Christmas. Eat lots. Get loads of presents. Watch all the Christmassy films. Bye.
Bye.
Happy holidays, everyone. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And check out one of our videos on screen now, recommended just for you.